Hello. Welcome to another episode of Unraveling the Knots, the podcast where we go deep into the world of Afro-textured hair. How to care for it, love it, grow it, and just feel good in the beauty and boldness of our natural hair. I'm your host, Ganiat Salami. And for those of you who are new here, hi and welcome. By day, I work in project management. But when I'm not knee-deep in deadlines, you most likely find me writing, researching, and talking a lot about natural hair. It's honestly one of my favorite things. Now, today's episode is giving family, culture, and curls. This one is special, and honestly, I'm so excited. They say every family has that person who just gets it. One who carries tradition, wisdom, and a bit of magic in how they do things. Well, today, that's who we have. She's not just my guest, she's my stepmom. A proud Jamaican woman who knows her stuff when it comes to hair. She's lived the journey from hot combs to big chops, from oil blends to protective styles. And trust me, she's not just full of vibes, she's full of knowledge. She's going to take us on a journey through the beauty, the rituals, the meanings, and even the struggles that come with being a Black woman experiencing womanhood, one hairstyle at a time. So, whether you're listening from home, your office, or just out on a walk, settle in. You're about to hear something real. Welcome to Unraveling the Knots, my lovely Hajia. I am so glad you're here. Please introduce yourself to our listeners. Tell us who you are and what you do.
Thanks for having me. Monday to Friday, 8 to 4:30, I'm sorry. I'm a authorization specialist. After that, I'm mom, chef, chauffeur, the works.
Tell us more about you now, Hajia. I'm calling you Hajia. People don't know who you are. They don't know you. So introduce yourself proper, ma.
Like you said, I'm a proud Jamaican woman. I'm a Muslim, of course. Grew up in Jamaica. I came to the States at 19 years old. It's been a struggle, but life is life. And we keep moving. But that's basically me in a nutshell. I'm an introvert. I'm generally at home if I'm not out doing stuff with, the child.
Yes.
But I'm generally home. I read a lot. I research a lot. Like, stuff comes to me and I just go researching. Not about anything in particular, but because I want to.
So Hajia loves book. As we call people that love book in Nigeria, I don't know if that's what they still say, because it seems like these days, my lingo is no longer no longer relevant. But we call people like ha efiko. That means people that love to read books, basically, or people that are that enjoy reading book or just, learning, essentially.
Yeah, just give me a quiet space with a book and I'm good.
But you're going to talk here today. There's no quietness here. We need to learn from you all that good time you've been spending, just, feeding your mind with all sorts of information.
Mm-hmm.
Basically leverage that when it comes to hair care today. So I hope you're ready, ma.
I am.
Before we dive into the questions, I just have to say, so as I mentioned before, Hajia Ameena, by the way, she's my stepmom, and she's just a phenomenal person. Me and her just click. We chat, we talk about life. She's an amazing person that I can run to when I'm like a bit scattered. Not even a bit, a lot of times scattered. And I just, need support or somebody to listen to me. So she's such a phenomenal woman. And I'm very happy that I'm actually having this discussion with you. So, yes, that's who you are, Mom. That's who you are. So, to get us started, what was it like growing up in Jamaica as a girl with your hair type? Can you paint us a little picture?
I think growing up in Jamaica, I can remember. So my mom wasn't around much because she was away at Teachers College when I was growing up, doing that, that stage when you're discovering yourself and what your hair is and what it means to have like natural hair. So my hair journey started very early. I want to say maybe around like 6. She would take me off to on Saturdays, go to the hairdresser to go get your hair done. She was not the mom who was gonna do my hair. So she would send me. And I remember when you told me about the podcast, it came back to me because I had jerry curls.
Really?
Yes. And I remember that smell that I hated that smell of that. I don't know what it's called, but there's like a very distinct smell to like jerry curls. It's like pungent. And I just remember that during that time, I had jerry curls. And then sometimes, like, I want to say maybe like around 8 or so, she decided that, okay, since the jerry curl was too wet and it was getting my uniform color like wet.
Wow.
She's like, oh, so we'll stop with the jerry curls and we'll give you like, they'll perm my hair and make it straight because it's easier to handle.
Yeah.
So I don't remember like throughout like the younger years, like I had like natural hair.
Oh, wow.
I do see pictures of like when I was a baby with like, those like elastic bands around my hair, but never like really like combed or like anything like that. So yeah, that's the journey that's the picture of younger JD Ann growing up in in Jamaica.
I'm feeling a bit inquisitive here. You mentioned that from like age 6, you would go to the hairdresser, she would do your hair. What was the experience like in Jamaica? Like, what was the experience going to a hairdresser? What was the vibe?
So the hairdresser is just like, it was her house.
Oh, okay.
And she had like a room under like her house where she had like one sink, one chair with a sink, and then one chair in front of a mirror.
Yeah.
And she would tell you, come at so and so time, and you better be on time, because especially if you go on a Saturday when, the older women are coming in to get their hair, you better make sure you get there on time. So I remember like, we used to have a maid and she used to be like, it's time, you got to go to so-and-so's house to go and get your hair done. And they would just bundle me up. And it wasn't too far that I needed like anybody to go. I think like growing up in Jamaica, and I think it's the same for like Nigeria, like they could tell you to like go somewhere on your own and without any fear of anything. So they would be like, I would just leave the house and just walk down to go to this lady's house to go get my hair done. And yeah, that's it.
Oh, wow.
But I would be in there with these older women and they'll be just, it's just like, they're like aunties.
Yes.
Yeah. So
you also mentioned that you basically rocked jerry curls to school. I guess I just wanted to understand, and I don't know if that was back then versus now.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a lot of flexibility in terms of the kind of hairstyles you can wear to school in Jamaica?
So for primary school, there's not a lot of restrictions. Mm-hmm. When you get to high school and I would say college, there's a lot more restrictions. Like for high school, I would say for high school, you can wear a jerry curl and you could wear your hair perm, but it had to be like well kept.
Yes.
It can't be like, like cut in a style, or had to be well kept. But No weaves, of course, definitely no weave.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I think they preferred for you to have like a perm or like a jerry curl rather than going to school with locks. That was like in some institutions that was like, frowned upon.
Yeah.
So but yeah, I think there's not many restrictions, but there is some restrictions when it comes to like going to school with your hair.
That's interesting. I remember for me growing up in elementary or primary school, we had to do our hair. It wasn't like we were required to do specific hairstyles, but your hair had to be braided or it had to be neat. And then I remember going to secondary school or high school, I guess middle and high school in Nigeria. And the secondary school that I went to, for the first 3 years, you had to keep your hair short. And yeah, like the last 3 years, then you could basically grow your hair and not do whatever you wanted. There were certain styles that you could do, and others, if you tried it, punishment.
Yeah.
So it's interesting. It's good to know like there's that flexibility at least.
Yeah, it's good.
In the Jamaican school system.
Yeah.
Interesting. So now, to build on, my next question is, was hair care a big deal in your household, or was it just something you did and moved on?
I don't think it was a thing. It was just get your hair done. It wasn't like, there was like no big ritual to getting your hair done. It's like it's time for you to get your hair done. Go to the hairdresser, get it done. There wasn't like no, when you get back home, oh my God, your hair is so nice. Oh, no, it wasn't like that. It was just like you go to the hairdresser, get your day done, and okay, you come home and that's it. It wasn't like a big deal.
Yeah.
I think like my grandma, like my father's mom, like, she took really good care of her hair. Like I can remember her hair was like all white. And she like in Jamaica, like if you're a Christian, like you tend to have like natural hair, like your natural hair without it being processed. And I can remember like she will always have her hair like very neat, and she would put like a hairnet over it. And she would go and she would sit in the mirror and she would like puff it up with her hands under the hairnet. And
oh my goodness, Grandma was like,
I remember that she was meticulous with her hair care, as meticulous as she was with her plants. She was very meticulous with her hair. And I can remember she always had a hairnet on.
oh my goodness. It's like Grandma had like the actual garden, and then she had the garden on her head. That's just gorgeous.
Yes.
Love that.
Yes.
Oh man.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I also wanted to know, Hajia, like me and you, we talk a lot about hair, but I want to understand, do you remember the first time you actually fell in love with your hair? Or do you even remember like the first time you actually struggled with it?
I don't think I ever fell in love with my hair. Like I appreciate, I think through Layla, I get to appreciate hair more than I did for myself. Like I've had every hair, every hairstyle you could think of, I've had it. Like I've even had like it bald.
What?
Like just
Did you tell me that?
By accident though.
Oh, please, I want to hear this story. By the way, Layla is my sister. So let's continue in case all of you are confused, like who is Layla?
Oh, I had it cut low, and because I cut my hair from time to time, just do a big chop and just keep it moving. And I remember one morning I was going to work. I think I was maybe like 20 or so. I was here though. And there was like one piece just sticking out on the side. And I was like, I need to cut it. And I went up to my sister's place and I got her shear that she uses to cut her boys' hair. And I was like, yeah, I could just do it. And I did it. And it like, it was just scalp.
And you were going to work.
And I was going to work. And my mom said, oh, let me fix it for you. And so it was like, she was trying to fix it. And she was like, I can't get it. And it just went deeper and deeper and deeper until one side was just bald. And I was like looking in the mirror and I was like, what do I do? And I was like, just shave it off. And I just shaved it off, bald. And I think I wore a wig to work for, I wore a wig for a couple months.
So you actually didn't rock your bald head to work?
No, I didn't. It was too bald. It was like there was nothing there. It was like just scalp. Yeah.
Okay,
So
so other than work, did you ever like go outside? Did you walk out with your full chest without bald heads, like with the
I think
bald?
I waited until it started growing back a little bit, and then I started like then I just bleached it, and I just like for a while I was like rocking colors. It was blue, purple. I did it blonde. I was just
I
rocking
didn't
it for
know
a
this.
while.
I didn't know this. Wait. So you tried blue, you tried purple.
I did purple. It was blonde at one point. I think I did a green at one point. I rocked it. Like, yeah, I rocked it.
You go ahead. I'm not surprised. I'm honestly not surprised. I think I wouldn't have been surprised if you rocked your head bald. But honestly, I can't even try that. I don't have the
Yeah, I know. I was scared to rock it bald. Like it was like there was like nothing there. I was just like, what is this?
I can't support, so I can't summon up the courage to try.
No, yeah.
As much as I'm like, I'm not my hair, or I give up, I'm not my hair kind of vibes, I don't have that kind of liver. Okay, man, that's interesting. I'm not sure if I told you there was a time I actually dyed my hair red, but that was when I started wearing the hijab. I didn't have the liver to leave my hair out.
Oh,
Yes, it was hot red.
yeah.
But then I dyed
Oh,
my hair because I
oh, yeah.
didn't know how to care for it.
I've been
I
there.
didn't go to a professional for that.
Mhm,
So my
mhm.
head just basically started feeling like hay. And then it felt like it was disintegrating.
And then it was just falling, right? Like every time you brush it, you would see more and more falling out. Yeah.
And it was like mid shaft versus.
Mhm.
So I knew it wasn't shedding. I knew from the scalp it was fine. I
Right.
knew that I wasn't
It
giving
was
it
just damaged.
TLC. It was, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Lesson learned. Okay. Now, I want us to talk about Jamaican hair care in essence.
Okay.
The real kind, not
Mhm.
a YouTube or internet version. So, what are some things that make hair care in Jamaica feel special or even sacred?
I think it's the whether you're getting your natural hair braided back in cornrows or you're getting it pressed with the hot comb. It's like it's sitting like you like I think for most Jamaicans you can remember like just sitting between like her auntie's legs or your grandma's legs while she just does your hair. It's like a bonding experience with your elders getting your hair done. You might get chopped in your head if you don't if you don't
If
sit
you
properly.
misbehave, you get that nice slap.
Yeah.
We're not supporting domestic violence. We're just saying that was what happens sometimes. Not
Like a
necessarily
comb.
because.
Let me clarify. You may get like a bunk on your head with the comb, like if you like reach up to touch to see, where they're at in your hair. But I think it's like a bonding experience. And um Jamaica, because Jamaica is so diverse and we have so many different like cultures, and like it's like a melting pot because you have Chinese, you have the white people, you have the Europeans, and it's the Indians. And sometimes natural hair back then, natural hair wasn't something that it's not corporate enough. It wasn't something, it's more glorified for you to have like something done to your hair, like it being processed or something. So I think,
Is that
for the
the case
older,
now?
huh?
That changed. Is that still the case now? Or has
I
that?
think that changed a lot, with all this natural hair care coming back, and let's love ourselves the way we are. I think it's being more appreciated. I think even in certain spaces, like going to back to like even school, like in certain schools, like they don't want you to have dreadlocks.
Mm-hmm.
They see it as like a thing of like you're unkept.
Mm.
And so I feel like now it's a little bit better, but it's still that there's still a little blockage there with the acceptance of the natural hair. And so you mostly see people in Jamaica with either they have a wig on or they have their hair braided, or if it's natural, it's very neat and very well kept. You hardly see people with that big afro, in like a corporate space or something like that. But I think there's some appreciation now more so than back when I was growing up for that natural hair and that natural look.
Yeah, it's interesting that you mentioned like you do see people, for example, wearing wigs. When we look at
Mm-hmm.
a lot of Nigerian movies like Nollywood, and I remember
Mm-hmm.
a few episodes ago, one of my guests that I was interviewing, she did bring that up.
Mm-hmm.
Women, they are wearing their natural hair, but for the most part, they're in wigs. So
Yeah,
there's more acceptance, but I think I don't know if I should call it like I don't want to
that's
be,
a blockage.
yeah, right? Like, why do you need to wear that wig? You
There's a blockage.
Yeah. Why do you need to wear that wig? I feel like for me, when I even think about it, these wigs, they cost, hey, depending on the type, human hair, whatnot, that money can go into your investments portfolio.
Yes.
It can do a lot for you. So I don't understand. It's like we are embracing natural hair, but it's like we have one leg in, one leg out.
I wonder how. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. And even going back to like the cost of like getting your hair done, like I remember like even going to get my hair done, like before I became Muslim. Now I don't, I put it in braids and I'm under the hijab, so it's not as important for me to go to the hair salon anymore.
Mhm.
But I remember before I became Muslim, like financially, like you would spend $200, $300 just to get your hair braided for what?
Yeah. When you can actually just do your own hair.
I know. And like now I think about it and like I see my mom now, and my mom always wears a wig. But I see her and sometimes I look at her and I shake my head and I'm like, wow, thank God for Islam, because all these wigs and things that people have to keep up with, it's like, to me it's like a waste.
It's
It's a waste. And my mom has locks, but she wears it under her wig.
oh,
Yeah.
oh my
Yeah.
goodness. Oh
Yeah.
man. I guess
So,
people just do what works for them. But I really wish we could
yeah, we should embrace it more. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. I really wish people could sit down and you
It's
know,
like a brainwashing thing to think you have to look like
why
you
your hair is
like.
not straight. It's funny. I'm so glad that you brought that up because it just made me remember. I think it was something that I saw on Instagram where this lady made a video. And in the video, she was saying that why is it that Black women are not comfortable wearing their hair? You know,
Mm-hmm.
reason by design why your hair fits you, you know. If
Right.
you look at somebody who is, for example, Caucasian, they don't look like trying to do an afro, it doesn't look natural for them. So why
Mm-hmm.
trying to aspire for what they have? It doesn't
It's
look less.
It doesn't, and it's. I think it's the representation of what is like. It's like the representation of what is fed to us.
Mhm.
Because even like I see it even with Layla, for example,
Yeah.
and she goes to school that she goes to. There's a little mix of everybody there, and she comes home and she goes like, I want a ponytail. I want my
Mhm.
hair to shake, and I'm yeah, but like she'll say like so and so, and I'm like, well, so and so has a different hair texture than yours. Like, yours is nicely braided, and you have your beads on, so you could shake it, but you may not have a ponytail like her to shake because it's different. So I think it's what's being fed to us. Like even on there's this cartoon that she used to watch, and there's a song that goes, I wrap my hair back and forth. And it's like, and she's like, but I don't have any hair to wrap back and forth. And I'm like, just appreciate the hair that you got on your head, girl.
Exactly. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I hope,
Yeah.
I feel like there is a better job done in media, but there's more work, definitely.
Mhm.
There's more work
Yeah,
done.
definitely. Definitely.
Okay. Man. So let's talk ingredients.
Okay.
What were those ingredients or products you always saw in your house growing up? You know, the ones that never finished. And you know where I'm getting to, like castor oil, coconut oil,
Definitely.
growing in the garden on the back of the house.
Yeah. So, Dax pomade, that green one, the Dax pomade, especially when you're getting
I
your
don't know what
hair.
that is.
Oh, I think it's like there's a big comeback now. Like I saw it, there's a big comeback for braiders to be using Dax pomade. And I was like, look,
wow.
yeah,
Okay.
it's in a jar. And sometimes it's either green or blue.
Okay.
So we had we had the green one, and that's the holy grail for like moisturizing here in Jamaica back in the day.
Wow.
Like there's no hairdresser that you could go to that didn't have like Dax pomade in their shop. It was like the holy grail. Castor oil.
It was made with castor oil. You said, is it Dax?
It's Dax, Dax.
Dax pomade. Wow. Okay. I'm going to go and Google it.
I really don't know what it's made of, but it's
oh
like,
my God.
it's really like, it's like the holy grail. But yeah.
Ah.
Yes. I think castor oil for sure, especially if you're getting like castor oil was used for like if your hair was falling out or if you needed like a hot oil treatment. They will do like a castor oil and put it like back then we didn't have like at home we didn't have like shower caps. So they'll put like a black plastic bag on your head.
Yeah.
So you under it and they tie it up. So the castor oil was made for that and also for moisture. And definitely aloe vera.
Yes, man. Aloe vera is the
yeah, I remember our maid, she always had a low cut here. She's one person that I think even now maybe she's still rocking the last time I saw her in Jamaica, I think she still had like she always had like a low cut hair. And I remember the middle of her hair was falling out. And she was like, yeah, I'm just going to rub some aloe vera on it and it will grow back. And it was like that. Like aloe vera was readily available for anything hair related.
For her?
It did.
Wow.
It did. Yeah, her hair, it grew back and grew back.
Yeah, I can tell you, like, when I started trying to take my natural hair seriously, one of the things that I would do was, like, maybe once a month, just take aloe vera, rub it on my scalp. My scalp looked much better. Like,
it's really good.
It felt very soothing. So that thing be doing.
Yeah, it's really good. It's really good. Yeah. So I think those three are the main things. I don't think there's like, I think maybe coconut oil, but maybe not as widespread because coconut oil is like an uptown kind of thing. It's like a luxury kind of thing. I think, yeah, because I grew up in the rural part of Jamaica. You know, coconut oil maybe, but not so widespread. Not so widespread.
Wow.
Maybe no. But back then,
yes.
I don't remember seeing that at home ever.
Wow.
But castor oil, Dax pomade, aloe vera.
Always.
Actually, my grandparents had the biggest aloe vera plant. Like it was huge. And yeah, so we always had aloe vera readily available. We didn't have to go very far to get aloe vera. There's always aloe vera at home.
Oh my goodness.
For wash day. So we'll just go to
the source.
Yes. Yes. So they'll just go cut it. They didn't even blend it. They'll just rub it on your hair like that.
That's the best way, man. Why not? Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So then, I think you already suspected that this question was going to lead here, but I'll just nudge you now. So I just want to know, is it a big deal for every Jamaican household if there is no black castor oil lying somewhere in a reused jar?
Yeah.
Really?
If you don't have castor oil, like, what are you doing?
If you don't have black castor oil, it's like you're not really Jamaican or what?
Like, what are you doing? Why don't you have castor oil? You better go borrow some from your neighbor. Like, what?
Is that serious? I didn't know it was that serious. Too.
Castor oil is a big deal. It is. I don't know if it is a big deal now, but it was a big deal when I was growing up. It's a big deal. Like, what? Like, you don't have castor oil in the house? You better go borrow some from somebody. Like, what? How dare you not have castor oil in the house?
Was it just for cosmetic reasons, or did people actually use it to cook?
No, not to cook, but castor oil is used for like a lot of things. Like if you have belly pains, you could rub castor oil on your, like you could take castor oil like if you're constipated too. So castor oil is like a staple in a Jamaican home. Like it's good for like a lot of stuff.
Wow, not just for beauty, but
not just for beauty.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So, you know how you said like you like to read and, you just basically get lost in a book at times of research. I wanted to understand how your wash day experience is. So for wash day, are you the kind of person that would light a candle, play music, read a book, or you just quickly wash your hair and just get it over with? No drama, no ceremony.
Yeah. I think for the latter. For me, wash day is getting in the shower and just doing and be like, I haven't washed my hair in X amount of days. Let's just get it over with. Get out.
Was that always the case? Or was it like life just life, Layla showed up and,
I think more so since Layla showed up, and I think also because since I converted, I haven't I haven't put as much effort as I used to put into, hair care and getting my hair done. And then for Layla, it's a little bit different though, because I want for her wash days is set up a little bit different from mine.
Mm-hmm.
So it's different for her. But before I converted, wash day was me going to the salon on a Saturday to just take that time to like a self-care thing to sit, get my hair washed, get pampered a little bit, and then, doing my hair in whichever style. But as I've gotten older, wash day is not as I don't put as much as importance as maybe I should on a wash day for myself. So it's a wash and go and get it done.
You did say that when you were younger, you would go to the salon and, it was like a self-care experience. I'm not sure if you've seen some videos on social media where people do wash day and they do a lot of interesting stuff.
Yeah.
Steaming, they put in your hair, like just showing off your hair like you're some queen. Was it that serious in terms of these days, or was it more simpler back in the day?
It's simple. It was like the steam thing is it's blowing my mind because I'm like, I need to get one of those steam things to see if I could try for myself. But yeah, no, there was no steam. You just go to the salon, sit down, and they put you back in those black chairs and they just wash you and that's it. But it's like that's your time. That's your relaxed time. Like it's the time that you carve out on a Saturday. And it's on a Saturday. I think I know for me and a lot of other people, Saturdays, Sundays are like the days that, you're off from school or off from work and you go to go get your hair done. You make that time to go sit and get your hair done. So yeah. But there was no steaming.
No show, no.
No show. You're lucky if you get water.
Oh my days. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah.
No, I mean, I guess for me it's fascinating, but at the same time, I'm like, who asked them for all this?
I know.
Well, I guess it's also part of their selling points as a salon.
Yes. There are a lot of people that are doing it now. It seems like the thing. It's like if you're not doing it, like what are you doing these days? Yeah.
Well, yes. So then I also wanted to ask another question. are there styles that carry serious meaning in Jamaica? So I'm thinking about dreadlocks, right? Like a lot of people, I shouldn't say a lot of people, a good amount of people wear locks in Jamaica, Bantu knots, certain types of cornrows. What stories that these type of styles tell, where you're from, and which story can or do you relate with?
I think cornrows and well, we don't call them cornrows in Jamaica. We call them cane rows.
Really?
Yes, and it goes back to slavery, right? Because Jamaica had a lot of slaves, and we had a lot of sugar cane.
Yeah.
So the rows, those straight rows in the fields, your cane rows in your hair represent the cane fields. So cane rows, yeah, cane rows are like if you go to Jamaica and say cornrows, like somebody who probably traveled would know. But if you say cane rows, they'll definitely know what you mean for a hairstyle. I think it's the cane rows were like for the slaves, and then it got transferred down to us, was like a way of rebellion against the slave masters. Because, you know, when the slaves were coming wherever they were coming from, Africa mainly, they shaved the head of the women, so they had no hair. So when they got to these, you know, plantations and these fields, as their hair grew back, they would braid it in those rows. And I think they would also use it as like if they were going to escape from the cane fields, like they would use it. They would like do intricate patterns to like basically like mapping out a route.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, to escape. So it has like deep roots in Jamaican culture, and I think not only in Jamaican culture but just African culture as well.
Yeah.
Those cane rows. So it's empowering, I think. Bantu knots are the same. We call them Chinese bumps in Jamaica.
Chinese bumps?
Chinese bumps. And because they look short on your hair. Yeah. Chinese are short. Jamaica has a lot of Chinese, so they call it Chinese bumps.
That just sounded like politically incorrect. My God. Chinese bumps, really?
Not Chinese bumps, Chinese bumps. Chinese bumps.
Oh.
Yes. If you say to like old school Jamaican, I need some Chinese bumps, they know exactly. But, you know, now the correct word is Bantu knots.
Yes. You can't be saying that kind of word around. People will probably look at you like, seriously, that is racist.
But if you go to Jamaica now and you say, I want some Chinese bumps in my hair, they'll definitely know what you mean.
Yes.
It's just is a thing. It's a thing. It's a thing.
Oh my days. Wow. What about locks? That's like the grandest of the grandest style that we want to understand. What are the meanings that comes with doing locks?
So locks are, you know, they're now everybody wear locks. You know, you don't have to be Rastafarian to wear locks. But fun fact for you.
Oh, okay.
My dad was a Rastafarian. I was baptized I was christened in a Rastafarian church. So I grew up around the culture of seeing these, you know, these locks, and yeah, so it's a Rastafarian thing. It's a religious thing for most people. Now most people just wear it for fashion, but yeah, back in the day, it was you would mostly see Rastafarians wearing the lock. So it has also deep roots in Jamaica. Deep roots.
Wow.
Yeah.
Eye-opening. Man, you just gave us interesting revelations here that I didn't even know, which is awesome.
Yeah. So Rastafarian, you know, it's a movement. It's a thing. Let's be natural, like loving yourself, loving your locks, taking care of it. And even as Rastafarians, like there are different levels of Rastafarians, and you have some that they'll wear their hair out and they're bold in wearing their hair out and proud of it. Mm-hmm. And then there's some who they call them, I don't know if you know, Jamaican bubble dreads, and you normally see them, their hair is wrapped up in like very bright colors. They'll coil their hair up on the top of their heads and wrap it with very bright colors, and it's our culture. It's our culture. Yeah.
I just have to ask. So I know that dreadlocks is a huge symbol in Jamaican culture. And I understand that it mainly originated from like the Rastafarian movement.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people hear about the Rastafarian movement that are outside of Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
What is it like for the people that belong to that movement? Are they well integrated? Are they people that basically you see every day? Are they, and it's like a popular practice within Jamaica, or is it like, you know, group of people that are isolated? What does that look? What does it look like in terms of, you know, the Rastafarian experience in Jamaica?
They're not isolated at all. You'll see anywhere you go, you would see a Rastafarian.
Mm-hmm.
They're well integrated into, you know, society. There are some that, you know, they tend to like live in groups, but it's a part of us. Like if you see a Rastafarian, it's not like a big deal. It's like, oh, just a Rasta man, or is a Rasta woman, or it's Jamaican.
It's like, hey,
like,
bro.
yeah,
Yes, what's up?
that belongs to us. Like we feel like we own it, and but yeah, it's an experience. I don't know how to like put it in words. It's a empowering kind of thing, like, because not in most spaces people would look down, like back in the day, on Rastafarians, and you're considered like less than back then. But it's them owning it, and regardless of what you think of us, regardless of what you want to say, we're here, and too bad. So it's like an empowering thing. And I remember going to church as a child, and it was just normal. Rastafarians, they tend to like, it's like a big community.
Yeah.
It's all about community, and how can we make it better for this person, and, you know, getting together, even like on a Sunday morning, and you coming together for church, and you eat together, you break bread together, you spend the whole day together. So it's a vibe.
So I guess within the Rastafarian movement, how hair has evolved now versus, let's say, like 10, 20, 30 years ago?
In the movement, or with just like with hair care?
Both, I guess.
I think that I don't think there's much of a change. Like if you see like, and I think they take very good care of their hair.
Mm-hmm.
Like you see them with like locks down to the back of their legs.
Yes.
The women, and it's wrapped, and it's like flowing, and it's clean, and it's healthy, and you could tell that their hair is their crown, basically, and they really do take care of it. I don't think anything much has changed from then to now. It's how I equate their hair to our hijabs.
Ah, wow.
That's like your crown.
Yes.
It's like it's personal to you, and like you care for it, and you want to hold on to it no matter what anybody says. I think that's what I equate it with.
Wow, that's beautiful.
That's what I equate it with. Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. So we're almost done here. I just have some more questions for you.
Okay.
And I think you already talked about it, but I'll still ask. Learn your hair secrets from? Was it your mom, your grandma?
I think it would definitely be like my grandma. Definitely. Not my mom, but definitely like my grandma, aunties, just watching. I remember there was my mom, another fun fact, my mom was a teacher when I was growing up. She's not a teacher anymore, but she used to do hair on the side. So like, you know, yeah. And there was this one lady that used to come to us, and she had like the most beautiful natural hair, and it was thick and full and long, but she would never wear her natural hair out. She would always get it like braided in two, like a part down the middle, and she'll just like use what's that, the braid, like the braiding hair.
Yes.
Just braid it back in two. And I remember always looking at her hair, and I'm just like, it's so beautiful. Like, why wouldn't you just do your own hair? But yeah, I think it's just like being around the older people, just seeing like the way people do stuff with their hair and how they treat certain things. And I think that's where I get my secrets from.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
So what's the most interesting things that people have asked you about hair in, like, taking care of your hair in Jamaica?
I think the one thing is the versatility. One thing about Jamaican hair is the versatility for sure. Like we could rock a mohawk one day, and the next day it's bantu knots, or it's in cornrows, or just it depends on the mood. Is the ebb and the flow of the way that we feel, and we take pride in like just being able to just change up our hairstyles to match our mood, to match our vibe, to match where we're going. Like the hairstyle that you wear to a party is not the same hairstyle that you may wear to church on Sunday morning.
Yeah.
The hair that you wear to church on a Sunday morning is not the same hair that you would wear to work on Monday morning. So I think it's the versatility and just being able to change it up whenever you feel like, whenever, the mood changes. So I think that's just the versatility.
That's fascinating. Okay. Another thing that I want to ask you is, what's the biggest thing your hair journey has taught you about yourself? Not just beauty-wise, but emotionally, spiritually, and even mentally.
Wow. That's a good question. I think mentally, maybe emotionally, if my hair is clean and well kept, I feel better. If my hair is messy, even if I'm wearing hijab, once it gets messy and I could start seeing these little beads on the top of my braids, I'm like, I'm in a funk. And until I can like wash my hair and rebraid it, then I'm feeling myself and I'm like, yeah, you're set. So emotionally, I think, yeah, like a good wash and fresh braids is like, it's uplifting for me. What else have I learned about my hair on this journey? I don't think I've learned that much more on my journey, but I know even for Layla, like just doing her hair and like watching her, like when I put her braids in and I let her choose her beads, and she's like, oh, I'm so beautiful. Yes. And I love that for her, because I'm like, she will complain throughout the hair process, the washing and but once she sees that fresh braid with them pretty beads, and she's like, oh, I'm so beautiful. And I love that for her. So I don't think for me there's like a much of like thing, but watching Layla through it, like I get to like experience it a little bit more with her, because for me it's just like but for her, like watching her like just light up, I think that's
man. So basically, like, your hair can transform how you're feeling.
Yes.
Your state of mind, the way you feel about yourself.
It can.
Okay.
It can.
This one is going to be very brief.
Okay.
If you had to sum up your entire hair story in just 3 words, what would they be?
3 words. Whoa.
Yes.
Crazy, life-changing, and
Life changing is already 2 words, but no problem. We shall hyphenate and say it's one.
another one. Bold.
Bold. Okay. So crazy, life changing, and bold.
Yeah. When I think of my hair care journey, those are the 3 words.
Wow, those are interesting words. And Haja, I have to say, thank you so much for ending the show with those interesting and fascinating words. It will be ringing in our ears, definitely. So, you see, hair is never just about hair. It's about us, our tribe, the little or major life moments, and love. Today, I got to sit with someone who carries all of that in her hair. Thank you, Ma, for being open, honest, and letting us into your story. And to everyone listening, wherever you are in your own hair journey, remember there is beauty in every strand, strength in every curl, and legacy in every lock. And that's a wrap on today's episode. If you love this conversation, share with a friend, leave a review, and let's keep challenging these beauty standards together. Until next time, love your hair, love yourself. We'd love to hear from you. DM us on Instagram at UTK Podcast or email us at utkinhair@gmail.com. Keep asking questions, keep embracing your roots, and keep unraveling the knots.